Hello, my name is Jay. This is my diabetes miracle cure review. This product has completely changed my entire life. I've been living with diabetes for the past 10 years now, and I'm finally starting to feel like myself again. It's like a huge burden has been lifted off me, and I feel like a totally new person. When I first heard about this product, I have to admit, I was skeptical at first, and I didn't know what to expect. Up until that point, I had tried everything you can think of to keep my diabetes under control, and nothing seemed to be working. I tried every medication, every natural remedy, and I spent countless hours researching new ways to keep my blood sugar under control, but nothing worked. Luckily, a good friend of mine referred me to this product, and this has been one of the best decisions I've made in my life. From the moment I started using this product, my symptoms slowly started to disappear day by day until I was back to normal again. The diabetes is completely gone now. I feel so much stronger and much more healthier. It's unbelievable. I feel like all my dreams and prayers have finally been answered. Thank you so much. Now, come on. Objections and rebuttals? I can't afford it right now. I think you'll be very shocked at just how affordable this product actually is. And look at all the benefits. This is not an ongoing medication you have to take for life or painful procedures that are only temporary. This is an actual cure for diabetes, and you can't put a price on your health. How do I know this will work? This product has helped over 30,000 people so far, and it's been proven to work. Plus, it's completely natural and safe to use. So you're not putting any harmful chemicals into your body or doing any damage to yourself, which means you have nothing to lose. I've tried every other product on the market. Why have I never heard of this one? Great question. You haven't heard of this product because that's exactly how the medical industry wants to keep it. They make billions from diabetic medications, so doctors will not tell you about products like this or publicize them because that takes money away from their fortune. Finally, as my experience, you will be a new person with this product. You can get it now from the link below.
Hi, my name is Ricky Everett. On October 14th, 2012, my blood sugar was measured at an astounding 1200, and I slipped into a diabetic coma, which my doctors said there was an 85% chance I'd never come out of. Yet, just a few months later, there I was, running in one of the U.S.'s most difficult marathons, where I finished first in my entire age division, and being declared 100% diabetes-free by a team of medical doctors, all of whom were completely baffled by what they were seeing. They said it just didn't make sense. How could every symptom of my diabetes completely disappear in just 30 days? And they kept saying what happened must have been some sort of divine miracle. Well, I just had to laugh, because while I'm blessed to have taken my blood sugar levels from 1200 to 120 in about 28 days, and I am lucky to have escaped my deadly coma and completely eliminated all of my diabetic symptoms, it didn't happen because of a miracle. Instead, it happened because of the breakthrough research performed by some of America's most well-respected scientists and their startling discovery that the real cause of your diabetes has nothing to do with your pancreas, liver, or even your kidneys, but with a toxic chemical that's floating in your bloodstream right now. And that's responsible for keeping your blood sugar levels high, even when you take medication. Now, inside this short presentation, I'm going to tell you exactly what that hidden culprit is, how it's waging war against your body's insulin production as we speak, and how you can win that war by doing nothing but adding a few 100% natural and inexpensive things to your diet. At first, it will probably sound insane, especially the part about eating lots of bacon, which I'll explain to you in just a second. But once you see the science behind this proven diabetes reversing protocol, and once you start using the explicit step-by-step instructions that I'll give you right inside this video, I guarantee that you will be absolutely blown away by the speed and completeness with which every single symptom of your diabetes evaporates into thin air. In fact, that's what more than 56,422 other Americans just like you have already achieved by using these simple diabetes-destroying instructions. People like Anthony Reza, who saw his blood sugar levels drop from 400 to 124 in just 18 days. And Chase Pound, who's now been diabetes-free for 6 months, and Natasha Rolfe, who recently wrote to say she hasn't even touched her insulin shots or pills in over a year, thanks to the information inside this video. I'm sure you're anxious to find out the secret that these people already know, so let me go ahead and tell you who I am, what this breakthrough treatment I'm talking about is, and how you can use it to completely eliminate every single symptom of your diabetes in the next 28 days, guaranteed. As mentioned, my name is Ricky Everett. I'm 43 years old, and I've been a professional runner since the age of 18. In that time, I've run in every major marathon you can imagine. I've even set some speed records along the way, and I've been one of the lucky few who can eke out a modest living doing what they love. As a professional athlete, I've always been in incredible shape. In fact, here's a picture of me taken in March of 2011. And because I've spent every month of my life training for marathons, I've also always had an incredibly healthy diet, with no junk food, no sodas, no candy, and very little alcohol. So given all of this, you can understand why I was shocked when on April 24th, 2012, my doctor looked me dead in the eyes and said I had type 2 diabetes. It all happened so fast. I was outside training for my next marathon when I got hit with an incredibly powerful dizzy spell and fainted right on the street. When I came out, I was surrounded by concerned onlookers and then taken by ambulance to the hospital where they performed tests on me. Even though I was alarmed and scared by what had just happened, however, I was also pretty positive it was just dehydration, which is why when the doctor told me that my blood sugar level was a staggering 600 and that I was in danger of slipping into a diabetic coma, I was left absolutely speechless. How is this possible, I asked the doctor. How could someone like me have type 2 diabetes? I eat healthy, barely have a single inch of body fat, and my heart is in fantastic shape. This doesn't make any sense at all. Well, the doctor told me that type 2 diabetes can strike anyone at any time, and that it wasn't at all related to obesity like the media makes it seem. He said that in my case, it looked like my body had developed an immunity to insulin, which meant my cells could no longer absorb the sugars that were in my blood. Then he told me to avoid eating sugars, starches, and carbs, even though I already did that as part of my marathon training, and prescribed me an oral medication that was supposed to help my body break down the glucose inside the bloodstream, along with insulin shots, which I was told I would need to inject inside my body every single day. Well, if you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, you'll understand just how sick I felt as I left the doctor's office. Once you get a diabetes diagnosis, it's as if you've suddenly received a life sentence. From that moment on, you're on an incredibly strict diet, where you're supposed to stop eating pretty much any food that tastes good. You wake up each morning and either stab a long, dripping needle inside your body, or swallow all kinds of big chemical-filled pills, or you do both. Plus, and I know for me this was by far the most terrifying part, all those shots and pills aren't doing anything but keeping your body on life support. They work for a while, but ultimately it's a losing battle, because despite the billions of dollars that go into diabetes research every year, the average diabetic will still die a full 10 years earlier than the average non-diabetic. So in other words, as soon as you hear those words, "you have diabetes," a countdown timer begins running above your head. You're forced to live with the knowledge that you will die a full decade earlier than you should, that you'll be leaving your loved ones alone to fend for themselves in this world, and that you won't be there for many of life's most important moments, from the birthdays of your